Project 8. Well, this is about the reading of the Eva Franco. So first thing is they stole an entire gallery or artwork from this one website, hell.com, and republished it to 01.org. And when they did this, I think they did it as a way to understand what the artists were trying to do with their work, and like just spreading it even more. Like, it's not like they're trying to take their work and make it as their own kind of, but they're just making a copy of it. But the example is that they can do it so easily like this. Well, I think what this says about copyright and ownership is, and what it relates to the internet satisfaction is, copyright is pretty much rendered useless, because it's like nowadays music, videos, artwork, documents, easily taken with a click of a button. So it's like the idea is that anything you can take, if you can recreate from it, like from one thing from another, that's also art. The difference between hacktivism and the way Eva Franco's stuff from hell.com is, hacktivism is more of using computers to hack and send political images or political views or whatever. The thing that Eva and Franco did, they're more about showing how far you can go to surpass copyrights and ownership. Another art piece that they did was the Nike Ground project in Europe, but it was a little bit different in a way, because that one they weren't for Nike, they were kind of against it. They made it to show how Nike was scammed and how they had like sweatshops and they trying to be against that, like, and also showing how consumers play a big role in our society today about stuff that Nike advertises, because they always go for whatever Nike has, and Nike is pretty much a big company, so that's why there's something they can get with that. Okay, how the Second Life avatar look like a portrait and how's it different? In Second Life, their avatar is a portrait and they act differently, because I think that as an avatar, you want to show a side that it's not really real you, it's something you can create. So of course, if you're like one of those person who don't really like their life, they're gonna go ahead and make a avatar that they feel is what they should be, what they should look like, or what they want to look like, and like just place it in a world where they can walk around, and like they think like, oh, the avatar look at them like, oh, that's how you are in real life too, but without actually having to see the person. But the avatars in Second Life are actually fake, because you don't really see the emotions that one person makes, like and the physical appearance. Like if you want to really know a person, you can look at them person to person. That's the only way. A lot of concerns artists have on synthetic performances is that they worry about plagiarism and copyright issues. They did the two naked people walking together, and the artists thought it was pure plagiarism because there was no originality to it. I mean, the originality is that you captured the lifelike image, and then there's a Second Life one where it's just super modernized. There's no like originality to it because it's like the person is created into an image that more non-lifelike. These performances function differently compared to when one is aware of the historical present and when another doesn't. The reason why is because when the people who know the historical context, they get to see the difference in what was first originally made and what is produced through the technology. You can like differentiate between what's so different about it. You can understand like where the original idea was made from, and you can see how the other one contrasts. That's a good thing. You can pinpoint what's so good about this one, what's so bad about the other, stuff like that. And when those who aren't aware of the historical background, they just they get to look at it. They know it's something creative, but they don't really know about the past, so they just take it in as a new concept idea. I guess that's still a positive thing. I think that the Matez art is just about the more like the awareness of how they're able to gather all these different artworks and put them together, and like, well, not putting all of them together, but like the idea of being able to take the original and make it look like it's theirs. A part of the theme that unites all of their project is that they're more about reproduction and remixing the different artworks. They look like they have fun switching things up a notch, because you all know that sticking to one style can either get dull or boring. Well, not necessarily boring, but it can get repetitive, and you kind of foresee what they'll do again. Yeah, and I guess like what they do is they kind of mess around with it, and that's like kind of a change. And I guess what they're looking for is more of a reaction. It doesn't have to be positive or negative. It's just that the reaction is what I guess they're targeting more of. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Okay, and last question is about what is the meaning of flashing a dead horse. It's like the whole song and advertising, everything else except the band itself. It was just movie posters, and it's only a manipulation. Like flogging, that should mean moving, and the dead horse is a dead horse, and you're trying to move something that's not really necessarily there. So I guess the whole meaning of that is they're trying to move something that's not really there. I hope I'm not repeating myself, but yeah. Because basically it's like they're making a movie with no actual movie. They're just like advertising something, and then when it actually comes to it, it's not there. So I think that's what it means. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.